Well, hello. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Jennifer Holmes. I'm Dean of the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences here at UT Dallas. I've been here 26 years, and it's a real pleasure to be surrounded by my fantastic colleagues and really exciting and brilliant students. And I'm joined by my Senior Associate Dean, Dr. Dohyeong Kim. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dohyeong Kim. I'm a Senior Associate Dean of Graduate Education, who are in charge of the graduate programs at graduate students in the school. Nice to meet you.
Tell you just a little bit about our school. So UT Dallas is a very large university, about 31,000 students, but EPPS is a little more intimate school. So we're the small school on campus, and you get kind of the best of both worlds. You get all the resources that are available in a large university, but it's a much more intimate environment where you will get to know your faculty and your fellow students much better just because it's a smaller unit. And one of the best things about UT Dallas is that we are in one of the fastest growing metropolitan areas in the United States. So Dallas is very diverse, it's very welcoming, and it has basically everything you could ever want. The food is great, the sports scene is top notch, and we have a world-class arts district. So it's a very exciting place to live and work in. Plus UT Dallas, we have great researchers. So it's a very exciting place to be with top-notch research and a great place to live. And of course, one thing that we all feel very strongly about is we value teaching excellence. So we have a commitment to both research excellence, but we want to make sure our faculty really are connecting well with students. I'll just briefly show you some of our undergraduate degrees. So we have all the degrees that you would expect in a social sciences policy school with a couple others that are a little unique. So geospatial information sciences, that's kind of spatial analysis and visualization, pretty sophisticated statistics with a spatial component. We have international political economy that's really designed for students who are interested in either international business or diplomatic sector along those lines. And then we have some typical things you'd expect: political science, criminology, economics, public policy, sociology, public affairs. We also are, oh, I'm going to have Do-Young talk about our master's degrees.
Sure, we do have 10 master's degree programs. Some are pretty traditional, classical in the social science school, but some are pretty interdisciplinary and some are new and then pretty trendy. For example, we have a cybersecurity policy technology master's degree program in partnership with the computer science department in the university. And also we do have social data analytics and research degree, also relatively new, and then teaching and data science, but from the social science perspective. But of course, we do have international political economy, MPP, MPA, which are pretty traditional. And also we do have a lot of international students in those, I think most of the master's degree program we have. And also we do have 6 doctoral degree programs. Also, all of them are pretty interdisciplinary. Also, they're working together. So, and also a lot of our doctoral students are also pursuing the master's program as well. So it's kind of pretty interconnected each other between doctoral and the master degree program. And also, we do have some STEM program, which is the next slide, please. So we do have a STEM designated program in the school. So right now we have a four master's program and then 2 doctoral program and designated as a STEM degree. The benefit of the pursuing or receiving the STEM designated degree in our school, then you can get sort of extended time of the OPT after graduation, and then you have a lot better opportunity to seek the employment in the US after graduation. So we do have a lot of the interest from our international students who are pursuing this STEM degree. So there are some concept that, oh, in the social science program they may not have a STEM program, but we do have some STEM program in the school.
Actually launching some new programs that are all STEM designated. So we have two undergraduate degrees that are starting next fall. So fall 25, we'll have the BS Sustainability Planning and Policy, and that's kind of some sustainability wrapped around a GIS core of expertise. And we have a BS in Computational and Geospatial Sciences, and that's a partnership between our GIS faculty and the computer science faculty. We're really excited about that because then students graduating with that, they really have two different career paths. They can go traditional computer science, or they can go into the GIS fields, which have very, very robust demand in the labor market. And pending, we will soon have approval for a Master's of Science in Sustainability Planning and Policy. We're expecting that approval anytime.
And we do have a lot of the certificate program. Of course, the current existing master's or doctoral students who are majoring in a certain area also pursue a certain certificate program as a side. But also we do have some good number of students who are actually seeking certificate only, and also international students also can get a visa support if they just apply for our certificate program. But also the certificate program can be a good gateway to actually advance to the either master's or our doctoral program. So we have a pretty good variation, which may be a pretty concentrated topic on like a remote sensing or local governments, which is under big umbrella of the nonprofit management, but we're specialized on a very special topic, and then you can use those certificates to find a good kind of good job market using that and on top of your degree. And also, we do have dual degree programs with our international partners. So our Master's of Science degree in International Political Economy with University of Marburg in Germany has been there more than 10 years and then very successful. And then we do have some number of students in going to the Germany, or some German students are going to us. And then this is 1+1 program, and they spend 1 year in Germany, 1 year in Dallas, and then they receive a like both degree from the both school. And then recently we launched a new dual degree program with the National Chung University in Taiwan on data science. And then that's actually it's a partnership with our social data analytics research degree with their data science and kind of a computer science program in Taiwan. And so we already have a pretty good amount of interest from both sides, from Taiwan and also from Dallas. And then there are some scholarship available if you're interested in this opportunity.
Yeah, and one thing to note with our dual degree with Marburg in Germany is after graduation, students then have work permission in Germany. So it really is a great opportunity for students who may want to really be global citizens. Well, I want to just spend a few minutes talking about our multidisciplinary research groups. So what's really unique about our schools, we've been interdisciplinary all 50 years that we've been in existence. So we have a focus on public and global health. So people like Dr. Kim working with sociologists and economists and other public policy faculty on health issues. We have sustainability almost throughout all our disciplines in the school. We have a core of faculty who work on counterterrorism and cybersecurity. We have some really interesting activity on the tech policy side. So I have one faculty member who's actually been working with the Office of Innovation, working on commercialization of new technologies and see what patents are likely to be very profitable. We have an strength in social data sciences and emerging strength in AI. That's a really exciting area that our faculty are developing new programming and new classes on to keep our students to be very cutting edge and advanced in their knowledge. And then finally, we have a core group of faculty work on education policy. So we have a group called Texas Schools Project, which has access to amazing data and really state of the science evaluation and analysis of what works and what does not work in education. So we're very proud of our programs. We have a strong commitment to excellence. And here's just a few rankings for you to see. Definitely top-notch criminology, top 100 econ political science, public affairs very good, nonprofit management very high, and of course GIS and our social data sciences is very well regarded. So we're very proud of that.
So our school is a very dynamic environment. So we have a lot of speakers and then a lot of events and throughout the year. Let me start with the growth series first for the graduate students. Actually, I initiated this events during the pandemic because like nobody interacted, but we actually studied as a online platform and then communicated and also provide some professional opportunities, information, how to find a job, how to get the funding, how to write a dissertation, all that. But now we are all back to like in-person environments. So every year we do offer at least 4 and sometimes more than 10 different events depending on the topic. But this topic is a pretty diverse. So for example, we actually had sometimes featured in data analytics and sciences. Sometimes we feature job market in state departments and the local departments. Sometimes we focus on the school projects, and then also some professional like a funding, think tank, economic development, data centers. And then this year, I just announced the like sort of the first event for Grow for like by inviting the data managers from library and then sharing some resources, what kind of data resources and accessibility guidances from the expertise from library. We have another speaker, the sort of lineup in April to come and then discuss about some airline economics from American Airlines. So we do have a lot of interesting sort of the speaker series. But also we do have a AMA, which is Ask Me Anything, and then from time to time we have a really top topics, and then we bring the speakers and talk about, and then good experiences and then information to our both undergraduate, also graduate students, pathway to employment, and mostly specifically for the sharing the tips and advice and how to find out the jobs and then internship, all that. And also we do have each program also have their kind of specific speaker series. Like sometimes we have a data science speaker series, health policy speaker series. So yeah, we do have a lot of the workshops and like sort of the event opportunity or like mingling opportunity with the other peer grad students, also faculty, and also external speakers.
Well, and there's more to UT Dallas than our academic program, so I'll just tell you a little bit about student life on campus. Um, one of the great things is since we are a new university, if there's something that you want to have as an after hours opportunity that doesn't exist, it's very easy to start new programs. But we have lots of campus organizations, lots of community service. There's a lot going on. It's very easy to start things. One thing I will say that just opened up is we have a new esports arena. It's brand new. It's very exciting. We've got a Buffalo Wild Wings in there. It's really the new campus hub. So there's a lot going on. We do have sports. We have a new D2. We're now D2, or moving into D2. And TMOC, which is Comet spelled backwards, is our mascot. So there's a lot going in. And of course, we have club sports and all levels of accessibility to keep you balanced as you study towards your goals. Campus housing, we have quite a few options. Here's some of the official campus housing. We have University Village that are apartments, Canyon Creek Heights, another newer apartment complex. And then very exciting, we have Northside, which is right next to a train line that is going to open next year. So what's really exciting is we have these options that are close in, but once that train opens, it's going to really open up many, many more opportunities for students who may not have cars. And we're really excited for that. That'll happen sometime next year.
So before I talk about this Big Howdy program, I'm sure that many of you interested in our scholarship program for our master's and doctoral program. So we do have about 15 plus scholarship programs and designated for our graduate students. So if you're interested in, then you just go to our EPPS website, epps.utdallas.edu/future dash students and scholarship. So you can just go easily find out the scholarship page. So this year's rounds for scholarship application just up, and you can actually see like what scholarship available for our grad students and then for undergraduate students. And also this year, you can also find that what scholarship it can be attached to our competitive tuition waiver. So for example, if you are selected as one of our competitive scholarship that's eligible for receiving a competitive in-state tuition waiver, then even if you are out of state and from international, but you can actually, you are eligible to pay only in-state tuition, which is a really big benefit in terms of the cost saving. So, but make sure you need to apply for the scholarship that is eligible for a competitive scholarship waiver. So in that page that I mentioned, you can see that which scholarship qualify, which scholarship does not qualify as a competitive waiver. So of course, it is competitive, but um, actually the application is due by March 3rd. It's only about in 3 weeks away. And then we're gonna have a review meeting, and then the selected students will be notified by April 1st, and then they are supposed to accept our offer by April 7th, and so something like that. So it's a kind of very fast timeline, but when you are selected, and then you will get the great benefit financially as well. So I just want to mention, of course, the doctoral students, we do have some TA opportunity, RA opportunities as well. So there is also a pretty good sort of savings for tuition as well. So Big Howdy program is managed by Intercultural Program in UT Dallas. So they actually do some welcome party and furniture giveaways, airport pickup, and then I do have a lot of the sort of the students who share a good experiences working with them. So if you decide to come and join UT Dallas, and then if you need some help, and you can definitely go to the website about Big Howdy for international students, and then what kind of the services and resources out there, and then check it out. And then we hope that your sort of the first experiences with you tell us is pleasant and then smooth. Okay. We just want to also share the student perspective, student experiences as well, not just from the leadership. So I invited three students, some masters and some doctoral students, and also from the Asian region and also African region. So I'm sure that they can share some vivid experiences, and then what's good or what's surprising, and then more like the realistic experiences from EPPS. So maybe let me start with the Tamnala. Can you share something about our school and then your overall experiences here?
Thank you so much, Dr. Kim. I think my experience with the EPS faculty has been very interesting. For me personally, I find that the faculty is very supportive. I have this personalized experience with almost every professor I take classes with and I work with. Um, whether it's career counseling or personal mentoring, there's always someone available to guide me. And then the classes are quite rigorous, but very, very um, impressive. I use the word impressive because you start out by figuring out what am I going to do, but at the end of the class, at the semester, you tend to find that you have stretched yourself so much and you've absorbed so much knowledge. I also like working with teams because the student body is so diverse. You have students from so many parts of the world. You tend to learn about their culture. It gives you a more rounded opinion or perspective towards your own research. This also helps with hands-on learning experiences. For example, when you do work with teams, I find out that you get to find out how other people think and do stuff, and it helps you to improve on what you do as well. Um, the most pleasant surprise I had from EPPS was when I started my program, which I had to start virtually from Nigeria because of the COVID lockdown. There was this series of programs, it was called, I think, Slice and Dice with the Dean. And there's the episode I viewed, I logged on to, I think the Dean and Dr. Paquette Dennis here, were making corn chowder.
Mhm.
Episode where was Dr. Miller making, I think it was a pound cake, King Arthur's pound cake. So those were pleasantly surprising experiences for me. It gave me the feeling of belonging. I felt like I belonged to this community. If we all remember, the COVID experience was quite isolating to speak, and that really made me feel very connected to the faculty. I really like that. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Tamnala. So sorry about the typo in the second person. It's not Inida, it's India. So sorry about that. So Venki, can you share some of your experiences?
Sure, Dr. Kim. Hi, everyone. I'm Venkatesh Subramanian, and I'm going to talk about my experiences with EPPS. So, to me, the thing that first attracted me to EPPS was the master's program in SDAR. At the time, I was looking for programs that blended data science and social science well, and I looked across the world, and really the one that stood out was UTD's SDAR program. The reason it stood out is because when I look at these kind of programs, they either go too much under the domain or too much into the data and kind of compromise one for the other. But SDAR hits a wonderful balance. In terms of the data side of things, the impressive thing about EPPS is that you get exposure to all three regimes of statistics. So you get the descriptive side. Dr. Kim's descriptive statistics course is very helpful. You also get the predictive side. There's a machine learning course here in EPPS, and you get the causal inference side from the research design courses, right? So you get all three regimes of statistics on the data side. On the domain side of things, EPS has the simplest answer to giving you domain knowledge. How do you get domain knowledge on public policy? You go to DC, right? And the wonderful program that is there in the UT system, which of course EPS students have a comparative advantage on, is the Archer Fellowship. And I thought I would come to the US, study for 2 years, 5 years, and then finally get a job and then go to DC. Well, I came to the US, and in the 9 months, I went to DC, right? So as soon as I came here, in a couple of months, I heard about the Archer Fellowship. I applied for it, and they gave me. We were talking about scholarships earlier, so they gave me a generous scholarship to go to DC and spend 3 months there, talking with people from the House, from the Senate, do an internship, and get 9 credits in just 3 months, right? So that's an excellent opportunity in terms of domain. And in fact, it is those sort of experiences, because I originally came as a master's student and had these experiences, that I finally decided, oh, I should just go all the way to a PhD. And the faculty here were very supportive, encouraged me to apply to the PhD program. And yeah, I'm a PhD student now, and I learned a lot about public policy as part of my PhD.
Hey, thank you so much. And Christine?
Yes, hello. Thank you, Dr. Kim. My name is Christine Hum. I'm a third-year PhD student, but also I am currently pursuing my master's in geospatial analysis. So this is what I was surprised when I came to EPS is that coming here, I thought I was just going to study health policy, just do my PhD here. But then here, I came here, I saw like it's so interdisciplinary. Oh, you can learn about sociology, you can learn about criminology. There's so many other topics and majors that you learn. And that's how I got interested in geospatial. And that's what's led me to pursue my master's in geospatial analysis. So I think this place is a great place if you want like a broader perspective on your major or your research or any studies that you're interested in. And also you can get different perspectives. Also, you can have opportunities on different majors. I have cohorts that also collaborate with criminology majors or other sociology majors. So that's also a great advantage of EPS. Also, I think this also goes in line with a lot of things that everybody else already said, but the school body is very diverse, not just students, but also faculty members. The faculty members are very diverse. They've done research in Vietnam, Nepal, some Middle Eastern countries. So it's very diverse. So whichever case studies you're interested in or which countries you're interested in, you can get so much backgrounds about it. You can learn so much culture about it. So it's a great place if you want to expand your knowledge, expand your perspective. And I think that was the best part of EPS. Thank you.
Right. Thank you all for sharing your experiences. Okay, now back to Dean Holmes.
So here's our social media, our handles, if you want to follow us and just see what's going on. We have a very active presence on social media. Try to have a little light side, show some of the students having fun. We're very close to Valentine's Day today, so people are stopping by the main office to get some candy and greetings from us. But go ahead and follow us if you want, just to see a little bit more about the everyday here on campus. And I guess now we'll just turn it over to questions. So thank you for joining us today. We really hope to see you on campus soon.
Thank you for joining.